does not actually go to church for earthly reasons. A believer goes to church for eternal reasons. So he seeks the Lord. A believer seeks the Lord. Are you understanding me? So I've given you how many characteristics? Maybe let me write them on the board. He seeks righteousness. Number 2, he seeks who? The Lord. Because the Lord is his righteousness or her righteousness. So he seeks the Lord. The word seek the Lord means Jesus is his focus. Jesus is her focus. A believer have Christ as the center of his life. Christ as the focus of his life. If there's no Christ, you can't find a believer there. If something look like God and not God, you don't find a believer there. They don't return. So you cannot use money to trap a believer into a church. It's not possible. You cannot use marriage to cage a believer in a church. It's not possible. You cannot use any earthly thing to cage a believer in a godless environment, in a godless place. So a believer seeks the Lord. So me seeks the Lord. Jesus is their focus. Jesus is their passion. Jesus is their pursuit. Jesus is who they live for. In fact, they study, they learn about it, they pursue his revelation. They look for him and they walk with him. They search him. Jesus says, search the scripture for the 35 of me. They search for him. He is the one that quenches their taste. And if they don't find Christ, they will not stick to that place. So if you look at Isaiah have given us the concept of who a believer is. Now let's go to Proverbs chapter 21. Proverbs 21 verse 21. It says, he who follows righteousness and mercy finds life, righteousness and honor. Do you see that? Read one more time. He who follows righteousness and mercy, what does he find? Finds life, righteousness and honor. Do you see why a believer follows righteousness? Because he will find life, he will find righteousness, and he will find honor. That means a people who pursue righteousness cannot be put to shame. If you bring shame to them, shame will say, no, I can't go here. This place, they are destined for honor. Is someone hearing me? But I want to read the rendering in Amplified. Listen to what Amplified said, the classic edition.